Looks like my new invention's finally finished. Let's see if it works. What does it do? This machine is gonna make the best Dayonder Productions 10-year anniversary party ever. How? It'll give us better animation and bring Dayonder fans from all over the universe to us. This channel has fans? Not to mention it'll get rid of these black bars. Wait, really? Yep, let's get this party started.
Ah! Who got rid of the black bars? Hey everyone, and welcome to the Dayonder Productions 10th Anniversary Spectacular. Man, I can't believe it's been 10 years. This channel started in 2012, the year the world ended. Maybe the Mayans were just trying to warn everyone about this channel the whole time. When 13-year-old me started all this, he never could have imagined he'd still be doing it a decade later. 13-year-old me couldn't do a lot of things actually, because he was a little loser. I mean, look at this dork. Can you believe he's the mastermind behind all of this? Anyways, to celebrate the occasion, I'm gonna be doing this channel's first and probably last Q&A. I actually tried doing this back in 2015, but I only had like 40 subscribers and there were only 2 questions. But for those 2 people who have been waiting 7 years now, I'm gonna answer your questions first. Let's begin. Dayonder Productions asks, wouldn't it be easier to make this video with still images rather than animating it? Yes, it would. Great idea. Herb Films asks, what's your favorite YouTube channel? That's a tough one. These days I mostly just watch scattered videos from random channels rather than following anyone in particular. My least favorite channel is that one that makes Scoob Wars though. Can't stand that guy. Pete Fraser and Z Productions ask, where did you originally get the idea for Chad and Sludgey? It's actually pretty lame. One day in 4th grade, I doodled a blobby ghost-looking guy and my young simple brain thought, I'm onto something here. So when I got home, I started making alternate versions of him, changed up his eyes a bit, gave him a friend who looked exactly like him, removed his friend's feet, and then decided he liked to build wacky things that hurt his friend. After that, the only thing left to do was name the little guys. I looked at the first one and immediately thought, Chad. Then I looked at the second, slimy guy, and thought, Sludgey. This entire development process probably took all of 20 minutes at most. Also, I made several Chad and Sludgey episodes on Flipnote before making this channel. They were bad. Shay Guy asks, would you kidnap people and force them to do a Q&A for you? No, Shay Guy, I would not. Everyone on this video is participating of their own free will, thank you very much. Chicken Lover 408 asks, please let me go. I just want to see my Next question. The Sidewalk Master asks, who/what inspired you to start on YouTube? No joke. The thing that inspired me to do this was an old channel called Production Pop Tropica. It featured this big series called Pop Tropica the Film, the story of a kid who gets sucked into the online game Pop Tropica and his many ensuing adventures. It's pretty much exactly what you'd expect from a YouTube series made by a little kid in 2010.
Oh! What? I'm in Pop Tropica.
And it was hype! But what really struck me about this channel was the community around it. Despite being pretty small, it had a devoted following. Every installment had a bunch of comments with people saying how much they loved it, guessing what would happen next, making their own headcanons, and whatever this is. But the fact that some random kid my age was able to build such a loyal fan base just by making movies and having fun made me want to do the same. And so in August 2012, I did just that, and Dayonder Productions was born. Fun fact, Graham, the guy who ran Production Pop Tropica, ended up being my first subscriber. By total coincidence, I may add. And the 2 of us are good friends now. He's cameoed in a few of my videos and he still makes stuff on his new channel, Blue Dog Films. But Production Pop Tropica will always have a special place in my heart as the channel that inspired me to create mine in the first place. And I'm sure Graham is thrilled that I've called attention back to his beloved series.
I've been trying to make people forget about that channel for 10 years.
Drinking Soda Comics asks, when next Scoob War? The $1 million question. A third and probably final Scoob Wars is in production, but it's still very early in the process, and I've been in a bit of a rut with it lately, so honestly I don't know when it'll be finished. I'd like to say sometime this year for sure, but I can also see myself waking up in December and realizing I haven't worked on it in months, so we'll see. Avez Animate and Joey the Comic Squid ask, how did your channel grow so quickly? I found my success the way any honest person does. Diary of a Wimpy Kid spam Twitter accounts. Yeah, a couple of years ago, these weird parody accounts started popping up on Twitter featuring characters from Diary of a Wimpy Kid posting really graphic yet slightly amusing tweets. In 2019, as luck would have it, one of these accounts retweeted my Rowley's Revenge animation, and the next thing I knew, it was blowing up. Then through that, Shaggy Has the High Ground got discovered and was posted on the subreddit r/prequel memes, and it was just a weird upward spiral from there. Well, let that be a lesson to all of you. I was on YouTube for 7 years before I got any real attention, so stick with it. You'll get your break eventually, even if it comes through questionable means. Nick Henson asks, do you have a very attractive and talented and awesome friend who's a ginger that makes music and is epic? No, Nick, I am not friends with Carl Weezer. Stop rubbing it in. It's Just Greg asks, will Chad and Sludgey continue?
You know what, Greg?
It's complicated. I think Chad and Sludgey will always have a presence on this channel in the way of cameos and short videos, but as a full series, it's doubtful. When I made the reboot in 2017, it was originally planned to be the first episode of a fully rebooted series, but then I actually made it. That video took me over 5 months of non-stop work and isn't something that I could realistically pump out on a regular basis. Sadly, these days I just don't have the same determination as 13-year-old me. Man, I really wish my channel was more like it was back in 2013.
Attack! We are the Fruit Ninjas. No!
Yeah, those were the days. The Best Noob asks, what videos do you plan on making in the future? Ooh boy. Honestly, I couldn't tell you. As of right now, I've graduated college and I'm working as a full-time animator in the TV industry. In Canada. I love my job and I'm super grateful that I get to animate for a living, but when something is your job, it kinda makes it hard to do it as a hobby as well. After animating 8 hours a day, I rarely want to keep doing it afterwards. So lately, it's just been difficult to find the motivation to do personal projects, which is another reason why Scoop Wars has taken so long. As some of you may know, I actually did direct an animated short in college, which is going to be dropping online soon, though that's about it for the near future. But even if I go months or years at a time without posting, I never know when I might get the sudden inspiration to make a new video. We just need to wait for that moment to come. Enterprising Guy asks, top 10 Family Guy funny moments. The moment has come. I know what I want my next video to be. Well, anyways, that concludes the Dayonder Productions 10th anniversary question and answer extravaganza. Thank you to everyone who's ever supported this channel, from those of you who were around in 2012 to those of you who weren't even born yet. You know who you are. Y'all are the reason I make videos, even when I don't make videos. Yeah, I won't lie, this channel's probably gonna be pretty inactive in the foreseeable future, but you know, YouTube has always been a passion project for me. When 13-year-old me started all this in 2012, he just wanted to show his work to people and meet other artists. He wanted to put it out there, no matter how stupid it was, in the hopes that he might inspire someone, and maybe make a few friends along the way. After all these years, I think I can say I've accomplished that. I may not post here very often in the future, but I'm grateful for these past 10 years and all the people who were unlucky enough to stumble across my channel. Till next time, this is Dayonder Productions. By the way, what does the word Dayonder mean? Hit it! Chad, the bars are back!